I want to talk to you about godliness, and I would like to suggest to you that is our assignment. A lot of Christians today are working on the wrong assignment. We're working hard. We're putting in all the effort we think we can put in, and it's just not working. Everything is coming up F. We're failing in our lives. We're failing in our priorities. We're failing in our families. We're failing in our commitments. We're failing while working hard. And I'd like to suggest to you that is because much of what we're doing is not tied to the assignment we've been given. He wants you to see him at a level you've never seen him before. So the question on the floor is, how bad do you want it? Sometimes things go from bad to worse. Sometimes when you think things are on the upswing, they go south. When that happens, you become disappointed. You become just irritated because hope is dashed when things go from bad to worse. In 2 Kings chapter 3, we have a story. And I have a simple challenge to you from this chapter for this year. And that is to keep digging your ditches. The situation is explained to us in the first 8 verses of the chapter. I'll summarize it for you. Feel free to read the whole thing. But 3 kings have come together in a conflict with Moab. Moab was paying a tax, if you will, to Israel. They decided to no longer pay the tax. This created a conflict with Israel and Moab. Israel went to Judah and Edom about the problem that Moab was no longer fulfilling its obligation, and a war is about to break out. So that's the scenario. There is a conflict between these groups of people, the 3 nations, Israel, Judah, and Edom, against Moab. There's going to be a clash. Is there a prophet? Well, the servant said, well, there is a prophet here named Elisha who used to pour water on the hands of Elijah. To pour the water on the hands of, he was Elijah's servant. So Elisha was the servant of the previous prophet Elijah. He says Elisha is yes, he is nearby. So Jehoshaphat, stay with me here, said the word of the Lord is with him. So the king of Israel, Jehoram, and Jehoshaphat and the king of Edom went down to him because they needed spiritual clarity, watch this, for a physical situation. 2 physical situations. One, they're in a war, and number 2, there is no water. Now that's a physical reality. But they need a spiritual clarification about the spiritual reality. If you're in a drought right now, or if you're in a battle right now, in your life, in your world, with your career, with your finances, with your family, with your future, you're in this battle and there is no water. In other words, every place you look is dry. Every place you look is empty. Every place you look, there is nothing that's giving you life. A rhema word is a specific utterance, not a general preached truth. Before he got clarity, he had to have, now unto him be glory, honor, and dominion now and forever. Somebody better give him some praise up in here, up in here. He is worthy
to be praised while you dig your ditches.
The motivation for pursuing godliness is that we get to experience God at a deeper, richer level. For many people, even Christians, God is distant. He's out there somewhere, believe in him, maybe have a legal relationship with him, with very limited experience of him, his closeness, his work in our lives, answered prayer, governance and guidance along the way, provision. All of those things come tied to proximity. So the closer you are to God through pursuing godliness, the more of the God you are pursuing you get to experience. God is not far away, we're far away. Draw near and watch what happens when he draws near to you.